Welcome back to my garage. This is just a quick one. You saw the speed week video, you saw the complete failure it turned into. But I know the problem. And so this is, I know I've asked too much of you already, but there's a window now this upcoming weekend. And we're meant to ship the bike back, but it's actually less expensive to fly over than do some testing. Well, we won't be able to do it on the salt, but on like a closed down military road, Curtis has access to those and confirm that it actually works up there and that it makes power and maybe even bring it up to higher speed than the current record. The reason I'm so confident in having good results there now is because we're gonna bring this, the Ignitec box, and this is what I've been using back home. This is what I've tested, well, done all those dyno runs with. And so it's been making 32 horsepower on methanol nitro with this. And the reason it's working with this and not the Siltronic is this is the trigger hole in our crank. Imagine this being the trigger. And this is the rotation of, this is how the way it rotates. The reason for our problems is this is supposed to trigger as soon as it sees the leading edge, but it doesn't. It triggers off the trailing edge, and there's 20 degrees between those two edges. So we've been missing 20 degrees of ignition advance across the board all the time. Last year and the year before that, and for different ignition unit, but I think actually 24 also. I should have brought a timing light and I should have used one. So this is user error. I will bring a timing light over now. This was meant to be okay. This was kind of in the back and forth with mailing with Siltronic. I said they said it'll trigger off of the trailing edge, but we can change that in software. But that didn't happen. So that's the problem. And I'm so stupid for not checking it. Anyways, we have a window now this weekend. I can fly over. We can test the bike at some location, bring it up to speed, make sure it works, and hopefully run faster than the record. It'll be only me, not Per, traveling over, so I'll have to ride the bike for the first time since 2019, and I haven't really had it up to speed yet, so that'll be interesting. But I need your help. I'm so thankful for Earl. He's spitting in $500. Thank you, Earl. It's just thank you, Earl. But we needed like 2,000 to make this happen, and we probably need more for shipping the bike back. So what I'm asking you is, if you want to help out, PayPal to twostrokestuffing@gmail.com, and it'll be, and I'll have to get those plane tickets tomorrow to make this work. If I can't do it, well, the money will go towards shipping the bike back, or maybe traveling over at some later time. But I don't think it'll be possible until like closer to World Finals, and so the possibilities for rain are much higher. There's an event going on right now, the motorcycle trials thing, and there's also World of Speed coming up right after that, and then World Finals. But so the coolest would have been to run one of those events, but it's too expensive for now, and I can't really. I can fly over Thursday and then fly back Monday. That's all I can do. That would be plenty of time if the bike works okay. But still, it's expensive. Like, it's $1,000 extra to just enter that event. So what I'm hoping for is just to be able to get over there and try it, and then get like 3-4 extra bags of luggage, bring it back home. It's late at night here, but I'll stay awake and I'll pay attention to the video, and I'll update the description or a pinned comment with how things are going, as long as I'm able to stay awake. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys.